Representing Canada.
Now let's see what these two can do. New coaching setup this year. They've moved away from Igor Spielband. And let's see how they're going to shape up. The Olympic champions, the world champions a couple of times. Tessa Virtue, Scott Moir for Canada.
It started with a waltz and a somewhat dramatic transition into the polka.
Terrific twizzles. The very special Tessa Virtue and Scott Moir. And no doubt where their allegiance lies. Well, we've seen super marks for the Italians. You would presume that Virtue and Moir will finish in front of them.
I have questions. I think the bass dance we're coming from is a polka. And that piece, 2 minutes 50, it comes from a waltz.
It felt like a waltz.
So the polka is a part of it which was an adjunct and didn't work, didn't fit. So the basic construction of it doesn't reflect to me where the thing came from. Now you can have a polka with a march and a waltz, but I'm surprised at the construction of it. It's elegant. They are superb skaters. The quality of what they do is fabulous. But to me, it was 90% waltz and 10% polka in a waltz outfit. And if I've got a doubt, and the last lift was, I don't know, the costume was just made it look a little bit tight. I'd like to see it again, because they're such phenomenal skaters. Beautiful edge work. The end, the step sequence was gorgeous. Difficult with the turn on the lift. It looked like he got a bit caught in the middle, had to fight just to land it, but made it work. And maybe that's how it is, but it looked to fight, just that section. Gosh, you try and do something different if you're world champions, and you take a risk, but the transition from waltz to polka to me was, it was just bang, there's the transition. It's not a flow.
They don't look best pleased. Obviously, there was that awkward moment you highlighted. New coaching setup. That's obviously going to be a factor.
Yes, and sometimes if there's many couples with one coach, or you just feel there's a need to move, and there's all sorts of things go on, and it's always a big step to take, because it's heart-rending to leave somebody and move to somebody else. But and for the coaches too, the thing is not to get attached, but you do get attached, etc., etc.
Yes.
So
especially coaches that are taking you to world and Olympic champions. Yeah. You know, that is a heck of a move.
It's a hard thing to do, but you need to take a choice on it, and they've done that. But to me, I don't know, they are doing something different, and maybe it'll grow on me.
It's interesting, because Patrick Chan, we were talking about earlier on, he's done exactly the same thing. World champion, decided he's got to do something different, got to move on.
Yes.
And these two have made that same decision, it seems. We don't know behind the scenes. Oh, wow, 65.09. They're in front, but by 1/100th of a mark.
And the technical element, so issues there. So very high on the presentation scores, holding them up.
1/100th of a mark. The Olympic champions are in front. But there is a whole lot to do in the free. And there's confirmation. It really couldn't be closer. And then it's Ryazanova and Tkachenko in third place.